the people that didn't make it in school high enough to be chosen by a rabbi. They weren't the A team, they were the B team. Jesus picked the B team. I think none of them wants to say this, but in their hearts, they had to be trying to come to grips with this unthinkable thought. Jesus failed. And the worst moment for them had to be when Jesus was on the cross and he cries out. But he doesn't say the words, Lord, is still my light and salvation. He says, my God, why have you forsaken me? And then he dies. Now, if the man who is closest to God cries out, why have you forsaken me? Where does that leave them? On Saturday, they remember their own failures. How Judas had betrayed Jesus by giving him a kiss. That's how a disciple would honor a rabbi. You heard the kiss of death? That's where it came from. They remember Matthew 26:50. Jesus said to Judas, friend, do what you came for. He called Judas his friend. Peter remembers how 3 times he denied Jesus, saying, I never knew the man. I never knew the man. I never knew the man. Saturday is the day after your best dreams are gone. You wake up and you're still alive. And you have to go on. But you don't know how. You don't know why. I was thinking about this. Why is there a Saturday in the Jesus story? It doesn't make sense. At least if you really want to give it some thought, it doesn't make sense. Because if Jesus is going to be resurrected, why not just get on with it? Just die on the cross one day and boom, next day get resurrected. Why is that? There are 2 events in 3 days. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There is a reason it was important that Jesus was raised on the 3rd day. It turns out that the Old Testament is filled with 3-day stories. And I'm just going to give a few here. In Genesis, you got Joseph's brothers are put in jail and released on the 3rd day. In Joshua, the Israeli spies are told by Rahab to stay hidden for 3 days. Abraham was to sacrifice his son. On the 3rd day, he saw the sacrifice that saved his son's life. There's a bunch more of these 3-day stories in the Bible. Lots of them. Now here's the framework of the 3-day story. On day 1, there's trouble. You pray. On day 2, there's more trouble. You get no answer. You pray. On the 3rd day comes deliverance. Your prayer is answered. And in these stories, deliverance always comes from God. In all these stories, God steps in. Here's the trouble. When you pray, you don't know it's a 3-day story until the 3rd day. It might be just a 1-day story, just trouble. The next day, trouble. Your trouble may last you the rest of your life. Take Cub fans. Their Saturday was about 107 years, something like that long, somewhere in there. Jesus had to experience the agony of Friday, and then comes Saturday. I said before that Saturday is a day when nothing happens. That's not quite right. Saturday is the day of silence. After the trouble of Friday, after the agony hits you, you call out to God. God, help me. God, hear me. God, heal me. God, save me. God, do something. And nothing happens. And I've met him in each one of them over the course of my time. In addition to the pain of Friday, there is Saturday pain, the absence of God. A couple has a child with cancer, and she dies. You lose a job, you lose a friend. You have a dream for your life. You have a dream for your work. You have a dream for the child you love. You have a dream your spouse will be saved. And on Friday, the dream dies. You pray. What do you do on Saturday? You wait. Doesn't that sound great? I'm hurt. We're going to wait. It's an exciting option. The option is to wait on the Lord. Through the hurt, you wait on the Lord. Now, to wait on the Lord is really a really important thing, but it's often, I think, misunderstood. It doesn't mean to be inactive. It means you work with him. You rest with him. You ask him questions. You wrestle with him. You complain to him. You wait on the Lord. And I'll tell you a secret. You can be with God on Saturday in a way you cannot be with God on any other day. Why? The grief is really set in there. Because on Saturday, you know he's your only hope. And here's what is so amazing. This is why Saturday is so important. Jesus went through our Saturday also. The Bible says it's necessary for Jesus to suffer. Jesus says in Matthew a remarkable thing. Because our world is so blind to the nature of God and our need for salvation, he says there is one time that might penetrate our wicked world. And he calls it the sign of Jonah. And he states that he too will spend 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. It's Matthew 12:39. Jonah was another 3-day story. Now I got to pause here to talk about how the Bible calculates time. Because I know some people will ask, and I've been asked, if Jesus died on Friday and rose on Saturday, he was only in the tomb 2 nights. So Jesus was wrong. Even in our day, we count time in different ways. And I'll give you an example. I go on a fishing trip and leave early Friday morning and return late Sunday evening. Happens very often. And Gene says, you were gone 3 days, the work got done. I said, hey, wait a minute. I saw you Friday. I saw you Sunday, not here Sunday. I was gone only 1 day. Now who's right? Is she right or am I right? Huh? You're right. That's what I got here. She's right. Why? She's almost always right. Yes. The Hebrew system for dating was called inclusive. They would count each day of an event. Friday starts at sundown, on Thursday and ends on sundown and Friday, etc., etc. If you want to see it laid out, I have it here where you can look at it and see good how they calculated time. So when Jesus says in Matthew 12, it's his way of saying, my story is like your story, a 3-day story. There's trouble, and then there's more trouble, and then God delivers. Jesus does this as a gift for you and I. Friday is behind us, but the resurrection has not come yet. Not for you, not for me. The ground is still under us. And we still face our own pilot here on into us. Our bodies ache. People we love die. We live between Friday and Sunday. We live in a Saturday world. And I just want to tell you, God is present and at work in your Saturday. The Apostle Creed, an old teaching of the Bible. Not the apostles. The apostles didn't say this. It's just the teaching of the old church. It says, after Jesus was buried, a remarkable phrase in itself, he descended into hell. And where I got that, there's been all kind of questions about what exactly does that mean. Here's my version. Peter actually writes about that in the New Testament, Ephesians 4, 9, and 10. But part of what it means is there's no suffering